Hey everyone, thanks for meeting me in my very filthy car. So today is a very special day, but it is a very sad day for me because today I am finally letting go of my prized possession, my 99 3000 GT VR4. They only made 287 of them, and I got it from a reader that really liked my articles, and I was going to do it as a art of the flip type thing, but I couldn't let go of it. There's actually a article that I made. It's called I lost $25,000 on a 3000 GT VR4 and I couldn't be happier. Well, as it turns out, I have to buy a house. So a house takes precedent over a car, so now I have to sell this car. The car is going to be picked up today by an auto shipper. It's going to be shipped out across the country. And before it goes, I'm going to let you guys see the first video that I have of this car. And oddly enough, it's going to be the last video while the car is in my possession. So it's a little bit bittersweet for me. But, you know, when God closes a window, he opens a door, or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Let's go see the car. So, I'm going to be opening the garage for the last time, and it's been at my friend's garage for the last year and a half. I mean, for the entire time I've owned this car. I'm embarrassed to say that I drove it maybe half a dozen times, but each one of those times was really good. Now, here it is. Oh boy. I'm gonna miss this car. I just put on a brand new bumper from Mitsubishi. See, this is the old bumper. Had a bit of a scratch and whatever. This is minty fresh. Look at that stance. Let's get it out in the sunlight and see what it is. That didn't make any sense. And ta-da! Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's my absolute favorite color, my absolute favorite year, with the right wheels, the right drop. This is the rarest single year 3000 GT VR4. Some people might say that the 95 and 96 Spiders are more rare. Well, this was made directly from Mitsubishi and it wasn't farmed out to some company in America. So here is that 6G72 engine. Runs great. Just did some upgrades on the wires and basically gave it a tune-up. And also have electronically adjustable tine or whatever suspension. Fully adjustable coilovers. And this thing rips. I absolutely love it. Love the interior. There's not a lot of space in the interior, to be honest. I mean, look at the gap between the back seat and the front seat. But everything here is pretty mint. Had a factory auxiliary in 1999, but these had factory auxiliaries in like 93 and 94. And I'm thinking there was no iPods, there were probably portable CD players maybe, but I don't know, what's that for? But got a cable, matches the color of the car. And yeah, everything works. Everything's pretty 90s in here. I'm just going to clean it up, give it a nice vacuum before it goes out. Oh yeah. I'll let you listen on what this baby sounds like. pretty cool. AC works really well. What I like about this car is that it's a mini GTR. It has 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel steering, twin turbo V6, and it sounds awesome. One really funny thing about this car is because this car is a 6-speed manual, just as God intended. But the clutch, they apparently couldn't make a clutch that was soft, like that was light in the 90s. Mitsubishi couldn't figure that out. So instead, they gave it a really, really heavy clutch, but they put a vacuum booster on it, just like you would the brakes. So there's like a teeny tiny vacuum booster right behind the clutch pedal. And you'll notice a huge difference when you press the clutch down to get the car started and then when the car actually starts. It still is a bit of a heavy clutch. I mean, it's on the firm side. It's not exactly like a Honda or like a Scion or something, but yeah, it makes a huge difference. But I love this gearbox. This gearbox actually was replaced by the previous owner, so it is like a brand new unit. And man, this thing is awesome. It shifts really smoothly, but everything in this car is really heavy. Like the steering input is heavy. The gear selector, it's like, you know, it's really on the heavy side. It feels like you're shifting through not molasses, but it feels like like an old gun, you know, like that kind of rifle bolt action. I want you to check out this joke of a sunroof. This thing is so small. I mean, I don't know if you could tell in the video, but this is the size of my hand, and that's the size of the sunroof. Like, you could barely stick a fist out there, and it doesn't even open all the way. Like, that's as much as it opens. So it's like you can get some ventilation in here, but it's just absolute joke. And why put the switch over here? That doesn't make any sense at all. It's not like anybody in the back's gonna be operating it, and it's behind your head. Whatever. That was a definite afterthought. So while I'm waiting for the truck to get here, I figured I could tell you a little bit about the car, how I got it, and why I wanted it for so long. I mean, look at it. It's so nice. Okay, so I got an email from a reader. He said, Tavarish, I really like your articles, your Art of the Flip articles. I have a 99 3000GT VR4. It's in my parents' garage in Chicago. And this guy's stationed in Korea. I don't know if he had something with the army. I don't know if he relocated or something. But he said he tried to sell it on forums and nobody would believe him that he's from Korea and he's selling it on behalf of his parents. So it seemed like a scam, but for me it's like golden opportunity, right? So I basically bought the car sight unseen. I gave him, you know, I wired him over some money. I had a truck get the car, kind of like this guy, this next owner is doing. But yeah, the car came on the back of a truck and it was pretty good. It wasn't perfect. It was pretty good. The suspension needed work. It was really wallowy and kind of floaty. It was stock suspension, but I got some coilovers for that. I got some better wheels and tires, and the car wasn't exactly running right. It had some boost solenoid issues, and I replaced all that with new components. But this is one of my cherished possessions. It's probably my favorite car. The only reason I'm getting rid of it is because, again, I'm moving to Florida in about 2 months, and I need all the money I can because the house needs remodeling. I need to get more interesting cars, maybe fingers crossed. But yeah, it's actually a little emotional for me right now because I don't want to get rid of this car, but I know it's going to a good home. I know that the next owner, this was his dream car for this. He said that it was a 12-year dream for him, and he hasn't driven one of these in a long time, and he really wants to get back behind the wheel. And I think this is one of the best looking and performing examples there are right now, and I'm sure he's going to go, you know, do something that I would never do with do to it. You know, he'll get it to the power level where it deserves to be. So yeah, so that's basically it, and I'm sort of an emotional wreck right now. So guy just told me to have a nice car. Well, not anymore, because it's finally happening. It is going on the truck across the country, and sucks. But hopefully I'll have something a little better in the next few months. So I'm still gonna keep in contact with the new owner, and hopefully he makes it something that I would have wanted, and it'll make him happy. So, you know, what can I do? Jeez, that sounded bad. All right, let's do a quick walk around. The truck driver is looking over the car right now. I'm gonna miss this thing. That's one way to get it on the truck. It's finally on the truck. So that's the end of my journey with this 99 3000GT VR4. I certainly hope that it makes the next owner proud. And if you guys like this video, you can subscribe, comment, like. If you disliked it, then you know what to do. But I will see you next time.